Hello everybody and welcome back to RimWorld Raider Empire. So in the last episode we have been working on getting our new storage and weapons area set up. This is going to be replacing this to a degree. All the armors are set up along here. I did off camera go and set them all up for all the weapons and all the armors. And then of course these are set up for the heavy weapons, that because they can't go in these because they're too heavy. And I also have these set up. I forget what exactly I did to them, but essentially we should have a nice spread of all the weapons that we have, that we want to use anyway, being put into here, and all of our armors into here. So that should be good, that should get sorted. We are going to want to deconstruct this. We have a few other things to go over, but I don't want to forget this. So let's get rid of these, because those shouldn't be needed. Along with that, we also, last episode, were working on, properly testing the shield system, because when we tested it the first time, we didn't have... this disconnected, so it was using all of them. But we haven't properly tested it yet. We are going to be testing it today, but I don't have great hopes for this. We'll see how it goes. It's worth trying. But we are going to probably try it on a smaller outpost and not a town. They probably won't have the crazy weapons, but at least we'll get an idea of what a normal attack would be like. But last episode, we also got 5 new people. We have a group of... oh no. Oh, that's just, okay, it's fine. It's lag, not something loading in. But we got ourselves a group of 5 mercenary cyborg melee people, because obviously if we're using the shield, we're going to want some melee people to stop other melee people from getting in and screwing us up. So they are going to be doing that. All of them except for, I think it was Gus, has Troll's Blood. So we're not going to use Gus today, just because Troll's Blood's kind of a huge thing for melee people. Speaking of stuff, we should probably get a lot of this shit out of here. There's nothing there. We also do have 2 new mods. One of the mods is inventory mod. Inventory tab, which is down here. I'd show you it, but I'm doing this. It's not super important, but essentially what it does is it makes it so all of the items in a map tile are listed, so you can see what it is, you can see what you have, and if you... sorry, I'm all screwed up. Let's get this done, and I'll show. It makes so much more sense if I'm showing. So we're going to get rid of this shit, and then we have weapons and armor. So I'm going to quickly go and get all this sent over. That way our inventory is a little bit cleaner. Alright, so that should be all of their, I guess, some stuff we don't need here sent. We'll also send these statues. We don't necessarily need them here. I don't think we have any point of having them here, because we don't have a whole lot of room. So if these fit in here, we may as well. So that can go. So inventory mod. Anything that's on a map tile, if we go into here, we have a full list of all the items everywhere. And we can also sort by whatever, and we can also do a search bar. So for example, if we wanted this one cloth t-shirt, it's right there. Convenient. If we want to find, what do we have that we have a hard time finding? We could say our... and then we were going to want that, we could do all. So there's all of our architect stuff. So we have 2 arms and 1 eye. And we could do that and it'll click and it highlights both. It's fantastic. I've been saying I'm going to get it for a while and it just kind of gets forgotten. But along with that, there's also one more mod that I got. And it's one that I mentioned at the end of the last episode. And we were loading this up with a bunch of weapons to send over. But I was playing around with it before I started just to see how it worked. But what I got was... oh shit, what's it called? I'm sorry, I forget. But essentially what it does, it makes it so you can load a ship after it's already set to be loaded. Because, for example, if we said we want, let's say some kibble, and we set that up. Now, oh, those prisoners were in there. Oh, that's because I was playing with it. Okay, luckily time didn't tick. Either way, what it does, okay, so that's kind of weird. What it does is if you have stuff in there, you can load up with a new thing. It'll drop everything that's in there on the ground, and then it'll add it to the thing. Sorry, that's not a bad way to explain it. Also, along with everything else, I'm also feeling very unwell today, and for the last couple days. So my brain's kind of all over the place. I do apologize. Not a lot of energy, and that whole thing, my brain's just like, eh. So yeah, we don't want all these going in here. That was just for an example. So we could just cancel this. Yeah, earlier, just before I started recording, I tested it. I accidentally set the prisoners up in there because I was looking at it, and I forgot because I didn't think I actually continued to set it up. Okay, so along with this, these battery things, I've been looking at how much charge they need, how much, basically how long does it take for this shit to get full. And it comes out at this base anyways to pretty much exactly a day to get a full charge, assuming these are already charged. Because we have, let's say, 25,000 watts of excess power, and these are 80% efficient at 20. So, we got, what, 12 of them? So we have 12 of them, although we probably won't take 12. Yeah, we could take 12. So that's approximately 24,000, well, it's exactly 24,000 watts of charge it needs. Or, sorry, watt days of charge. So these can charge, these can charge that in approximately a day, which isn't too bad. It feels a lot worse than that, but that's not too bad. Ooh, look at all the armors. Oh, it's all going where it should be. And then our weapons are here too. So we are going to be sending over some weapons. We did have some set up, but again, I was screwing around with the thing and I canceled it. So weapons that need to go to the other base. We have these 3 for our explosives and stuff. These ones, I'm not sure what goes in there. These are our long range. And then these are our short range, because we are going to be using a full, I guess, set of weapons. We're going to have multiple range options depending on what they're using. And then that's going to be the same as that one. I kind of wish I had these also set up for priorities, so it, stack this one instead of kind of mixing them, because all 3 of these are the same. And then over here, we have the Gauss Rifles and all these. These are all set up based on their quality. That way, if we want, like, for example, all these are excellent, we know that we got 4 excellent rifles that we're able to use. So we'll prioritize the better ones over the lesser ones, but we have them all in order here. So if we're going to be doing the weapons, now we obviously have this ship getting filled up, and that does have some weapons that we may want to take. Let's just take a quick look, because there may not be. I didn't really look as I loaded it up. No, I'd say that we don't need any of these. That plasteel longsword would definitely be worth sending back here. And it sounds weird. I could just cancel it out of here, but there's a reason that I don't want to do that. And you'll see in a sec. So yeah, I'm not seeing too much important stuff, but that's, how close are we? Oh, you're done. So we can get you launched, and then you need to come over to here and you can drop off. Yeah, that's the right ship. For a second there, I'm like, is this the correct ship landing spot? Okay, so that's good. And then that's going to take a while. So when this pops in, we'll get them to haul this stuff real quick, and then we'll set the weapons. Oh, that was a lot fuller than I thought, actually. We can haul urgently. That should only take them a second. We have an artist trope. Not really a reason to kill these anymore. Although some free statues isn't the worst thing in the world. But then it is going to give us a ton of other clutter. And as long as this ship is in here taking up all this room, we don't have a way to process through it realistically quickly. But that's fine. So let's get all this hauled real quick. We'll set up the weapons, get them sent here. By the time we're done all this charge should be there. But that's good. We'll just give them a sec to make sure they actually go where they're supposed to go. So what we need to do is send over long-range weapons. We're going to send over heavy weapons, and we got to send melee weapons too, because none of the other base, for the most part, none of the other base other than melee people have them. We have a caravan request. That's actually not bad. We have more than enough components anyway, but that gives us a plasteel food basket, shotgun, handgun, and a double bed. Those are all really good things. They're just the most useless version. Yeah, so we're not going to do that unless we want to do it just for the sake of testing. But there was one on the world map that I was looking at we could do that at. So that's fine. Oh, we also have to send cloth over here because we got to get these chairs finished up. One more thing. So that should be everything moved. So we're going to want to come in here. Weapons. Oh, we also should send over some food. We should... How much food can we pay back on? That's only 100. Give me a bigger stack. Okay, we should be fine. So we'll send over 500 more survival meals. That way they can have food. And we'll send over 150 lavish meals, because that's almost at capacity here. So they may as well have that there. And weapon-wise, so go all the way down here to the best of the best. So we are not going to be using the charged miniguns. We do want the mechanoid sniper. The charged miniguns explode, and I don't really want the explodey stuff. We are going to try out the mechanoid LMGs. We're not going to try out the Infernal Launchers because obviously that's fire damage and we don't want to be destroying the loot because that's our loot. We have some Mechanoid Rifles from earlier in the series. We can take the Charge LMG, they don't explode. We want the Charge Sniper Rifle. We want the Gauss Lance. No, we don't want the Gauss Lance because its damage is just too low for it to be worth it compared to some of the other sniper options. Charge Shotguns, we are going to want these. And the SMGs are also very good for short range. I don't want the Plasma Gun. So people would take those. We don't want the Charge Rifle. It's kind of a shit weapon compared to some of our other choices. And we could take the minigun, but I think that's basically it for weapons that are worth taking. These charge pistols aren't that bad also. At shorter range, which, you know, this is, where is it? 26 range, so you're only really looking at the short range stuff. It has some pretty good DPS, so, and it's very good for armor piercing because it is energy. So that can also be used as short range, along with the charge and the shotgun. Sorry, the SMG and the shotgun. But aside from that, I think that should be good. And then we want to take any good melee weapons out. Ooh, silver knife. We won't take that. Pain sticks are actually a very good weapon for melee, so we'll take those too. And the reason is it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it causes a lot of pain, obviously. So they go down without like bleeding out or anything. Much better at knocking people down than killing them, which isn't great for our case, but it's not the worst. But it does help us grab prisoners a little bit easier. And then Thrumbo Horns, I don't think we need them over there. We could set them up, but I think we do have like 1 or 2 people here that still need them. So then that should be good. All this armor should be fine here. We don't need to send them over because they obviously have them. And then we do want to touch a cloth before I forget about that. And I think that should be essentially everything that's of any importance. Where's the cloth? That's all the way up here. So we could send over... Oh, we have a max. So we'll send over that much. So that should be good. So I'll get loaded up and then we'll use those weapons on all these people. We'll get that going. We'll go out, test all the weapons. We'll have food here. We still have a lot of crap here that needs processing. And still a ton of statues, apparently. We could throw these statues around. This doesn't have any nice looking stuff. Oh man, you really need a statue in here. That is not going to be the statue for it, though. We could also get a telescope set up. I don't think we have one here. Actually, I think we had one here, but I'm pretty sure it got destroyed at one point. So we could throw that outside. We're going to need some smaller sculptures. As long as they have beauty, we'll just kind of stick them around. That's positive. No, we could do that right there. And you're 100, so we'll throw you in this bedroom. Oh, this one doesn't have anything at all. Yeah, you could definitely take that. And then do we have any more around while we wait? Oh, that's a pretty good one. Oh, let's do that in our recreation room because this also needs some. Oh, please don't be an attack. Okay, it's a trade report. That's fine. So then this can go in here between those, and then we have a spot in the corner right there. You know, there's an easy way to do things once you have the mods. Oh, that was just this thinking. So statue, that's all of them, except for the big one. But there's not much spots for this. We could stick it in the end of a bedroom. It's not going to work. And there's no other room that would be... makes sense to put it in where we'd get a bonus. We could get it in the prison room, which still needs to be finished up again. Fuck it, it'll stay. So then is this ready? It looks like they're still moving that food. Oh yeah, there's still lots to be done there. So we don't need this trade report. We don't need that. 8 days? That really lasts 8 days? That's pretty good. Either way, Go Frenzy, yes. Textile Trader, yes. We don't need that. So then these are almost charged. So we'll pull those down soon. All of this has been here. Okay, so I have been made a list. I don't have it open, but I have been given a list of... for the majority of our people, what armors would benefit them the most. The issue that we have right now is that we don't have enough of each type of armor to be able to reasonably distribute it. But sometime in the near future, if we stock this up a little bit more, I'd like to get everyone to drop all their armor, and we'll put as much as we could the preferred armor for that person, especially since, you know, I forget exactly who it was. I think it was Paprick? I might be wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have it handy on me. But yeah, they put a Google Sheets together for me to see all the things. It's very helpful. I really appreciate the time they spent on that. Either way, is that ready? Autosave. We have a scrap trader too. I don't think we need that. How much longer are we looking at for this? Because I'm kind of sick of sitting around. You're basically done. So then, okay, so let's get this prison room fixed up. So you're going to need some beds. We should probably get a double bed in here in case we have a relationship. Although we don't really do prisoners here anyway for the most part, so it's fine. What did we have going on here? Was that just open? I don't know. We are going to need a table. Not quite sure why it didn't rebuild it. I think it should have automatically, but that's fine. So it's just going to be a 2x2 table, so I can go into there. And we're going to want that to be for prisoners. And then you're good. We're going to need a bit of carpet here, so we can do floor, red. And obviously we don't have cloth, but that's coming in, so that should be fine. And you're using that. That's good. So scrap trader, is that here by any chance? No. So is there stuff that we need to scrap here? I'd say yes, but we're not really full of crap. Do I think we should be all right? What are you smelting in Iqua? What did we smelt that would have had plasteel? I should probably go through this again and see if we're smelting stuff that we shouldn't. Explorer armor. Should that not be in here? Very cool. Oh, it's probably they haven't got to hauling yet because there's always been stuff going on. But I bet if I did a haul urgently there, that would fix that. I've also been recommended another mod, which makes it so a stockpile has a... I forget exactly the way it was worded, but it's like a rush button. That will make it so the things that can go in here, everyone will try to fill this, even if there's like weirdness that comes with the deep storage and all that. I haven't tested that yet. It's something that it looks interesting, but it was this morning when I saw the comment for it. So I'm not quite sure how it works yet, but I will be testing that because I think it's a really nice idea, especially with the deep storage being a little funky sometimes. Either way, how much longer? It's taking way too long. Let's really speed this up. Are you done? You're done. Okay, let's get that. What? Oh, it really screws me up having this up here and not here because I keep wanting to reload, but you don't want to reload that. Wait. Okay, sorry, that was my bad. We weren't actually done. Okay, so then you need to come in here. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We want to get none of this stuff hauled. What we want instead is to grab... Move so there's nothing in the background. We want to grab all these people and arm them essentially right away. I should have landed it right here because there's going to be other crap in here, obviously. There it is. Okay, so everyone else needs to fuck off and not touch this stuff. So we'll make it so... get up off this thing. We'll make it so you guys are all drafted. Combat. Why do you have combat there? I'm not sure. Either way, so there's all of our weapons. So it doesn't matter who takes what, essentially, because everyone should be, theoretically, the exact same. Well, it took me a hell of a long time to get it set up, but I think I got all the weapons redistributed reasonably well for what we have anyway. So everyone should be free to go again. I hope that's right. I didn't get any of the medical people set up, and we have one or two of the other ones, normal mercenaries that aren't set up, but I think that's as good as it's going to get. So we have a whole bunch of people that are using, well, you don't need that, and you don't need that. We're basically all of the heavy weapons are in use, and then anyone with a heavy weapon, if we have one, we have a pistol or a shotgun or the SMG, and everyone that I have, and we don't have enough weapons, but we got melee weapons on most people, but it's a start. It's a start. So that should all be good to go. Everything else will get hauled here. There was a little bit of time passed, obviously, because I was having to get them to move around. So are you ready to go? Very close. And once these ones over here cap off, these two end ones that are a little bit lower should be no problem at all. So let's get that sped up and we'll get out. Ooh, we got a large bandit camp. We already have one around, don't we? Oh no, we did one. Wasn't that last episode? Oh fuck, I don't remember when we did that. So we've got, that's not bad. That's a lot of Glitter World medicine. I know we're not really hurting for it. Now the question is, you know what? We might do this, 38, 37 days, sorry. That's really good. We might do it, might not. We're not going to test this on that. I was thinking for a second it might be a good idea to test it there, but I know that that's probably going to be like 100 enemies, somewhere between at least 60 and 100 anyways. So I'd rather test this on something that we know at least the numbers we're going to be facing. So that shouldn't take much longer here, since we're just charging the last couple. So we can start coming over to pick this up. So you guys should still have, whoops, all of your capacity. 200 kilograms, yes. 200 kilograms, yes. So you two combined should be able to take all of this. Now, we need to be able to pick this up without anyone else fucking with it. How are we going to do that? I don't have a good way. Because with everyone idle, they're going to be in this like right away. So we'll do a... Oh, I don't want to deconstruct. Uninstall all these. You. Force uninstall these, which should make it so no one else will touch it. And then you come pick up batteries. Get all these queued up as we go. We should be able to pick them up quick enough. Okay, pick that up. Okay, so you guys have an entire system. There is a bit of... that could cause a problem with our blueprint. We'll see. So, we're ready to go. And this should be a fairly easy one, because this is going to be a test. So, what do we want to attack? We have an outpost here, 16 enemies. That seems like a very good option, because 16 is a known number that we should have no problems with. So let's get launch, the 2 pinks. Shit. They're too heavy. So we would have to get rid of 2 batteries if we want to take them in this ship. Now, we are almost done with that one, which would be able to work for what we want here. So I guess for now, we'll just take 2 batteries out of the blueprints. They're 25 each. And that was, yeah, we do need the 2. So that drops our batteries a little bit more now. Yeah, it's 5 kilograms extra. So that should be good. Oh, before I do... How are you guys? Let's let you eat first. I'd love it if they were... Maybe we take 2 go juice with us? That's a good idea. Let's load. We're going to take some go juice. I think that'd be a very good idea. They also might be good Lucy candidates. I know we got lots. I just don't know. We'll take all 10. It's not that it matters. It's... whatever. So that's going to go. These are going to get hauled. We got to fix this and then find a new permanent battery storage solution. And then you guys are also going to be set up and ready to go in with a big ship because theoretically, we should be able to drop in, I guess, opposite side of our shield from their base and then get the ship out of there. That way we don't risk getting it destroyed. Actually, honestly, we could probably just leave it there. It's got 6,000 health, and it's going to be behind the shield. So they'll have to go through us or around us first. But we can load this up. So we want everyone but Gus, correct? Because you don't have Troll's Blood, and you are definitely going to need it if you're melee. Why is Pan separated from the rest? Food poisoning initial. That's not too bad. So we'll... essentially everyone but Gus, and I don't think we have any of these people that we have to worry about. We'll get everyone but Gus and Mirage, obviously. And then we shouldn't need anything there. I hope. That should be good. And then you are ready for launch. So that shouldn't take them too long, and we should... be okay there for, you know what, I was gonna say we should be okay there for a minute. You know what, that's not gonna take you long at all. You know what, we're fine. Let's go. I was just thinking, if we drop in and we're not ready and we get attacked immediately, we basically would have to just leave. But we can launch this. So we're going to this base here, and you want to drop in on Edge. So this one shouldn't be particularly hard. They may or may not have those new weapon loadouts like what all the other bases have. But either way, this will be a good test on, you know, if we can get it down before the enemies attack immediately. Because we know last time we tried to build a small outpost on bases, they just attacked immediately and we didn't have time. Yeah, this nice and easy. Although the map size is small, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But that's all explosives. That's not a bad test. An explosive test isn't a bad test. And we're going to be right here, so they're not attacking immediately. So we're just going to throw it down here. Now, we do have to be careful of trees. There's a couple things that we're going to want to do here. So we need a area zone. That way we could force these people to stay in this area. So you're going to be area 1. You're going to be area 1. We're also going to want them to probably ignore. That way, if we're doing stuff while they attack and there's other people around, these people will just keep doing what they need to do. So we'll do it right here. We should have a blueprint ready, if I remember correctly. Yes, that should be fine. And that can just drop in right there. Should be okay. Okay, and then you guys need to drop all of this. And then theoretically, since you have nowhere else to get resources, if I let you go free, check your constructions number 1. Theoretically, you should just throw these all down. We'll leave those 2 off. Yeah, beautiful. So that's not a too terrible... What are you doing under that? Oh, it's, yeah, the metal tile. I gotta get a new blueprint without that. That does what we want. We're gonna want that radius to go down. We're gonna launch this. I've been asked many a times already, how is it that I'm launching ships without actually having people in them, any pilots? And how do I get so many people in a ship when there's a capacity of like 3 and 4 for some ships? And the answer for everything, I'm using an old version of the mod, and it's a lot different. Also, it comes down to, in the updated versions, ships also can generate power, so you could use that to charge these. It's not nowhere near enough to keep it running, but you can. That's also something I don't have, I'm pretty sure anyway. So you're good to go. So yeah, there's a lot of weirdness with some of my mods just because it's been 3 months since we started this. This should be fine going back here. So let's get that out of here. And then we have that go juice there. Apparently we didn't need it. So then we can now expand this shield as big as possible. We'll grab this. You're not done yet. Oh, you're coming through the door. You're ready to go. So then we can drop this in. Luckily, we didn't get attacked immediately. Ooh, we want to go here. We could zoom in. We're going to want to land away from the shield, obviously. So we'll just drop you guys in here. And then you guys are just going to be hanging around doing nothing. That's fine. Other components we could do and allow all. Not that it should matter. And then this ship... we might get rid of, I'm not sure. So let's get everybody inside. And what we'll also do, because this is only grenades, I'd like to hold fire and make it so they'll basically take a bunch of damage first so we can see how this pans out. So we're gonna want to get this out of here. Launch. It's really gonna screw with me that being up there instead of down here. So then you can go right into here, just get it out of the way, and then we're going to want to trigger them, so we'll just come out. Hey, buddy, old friend, old pals. Really? I'm going to have to attack? Go. Okay, let's go. Back out. At least a little bit. Okay, so they're going to be attacking. Can you not be fire at will? And we'll just come in here. So I guess the best spots to be standing would be as close to the center as possible, which sounds dangerous because all the batteries there. But the reason you'd want to stand closer is when the shield goes down and comes back up, it's, I don't know how big of a difference, but it's a couple frames to go from the center to the outside. So if we're in the middle and we have something coming in and the shield pops back on, if we're standing right at the edge, we're going to get hit before the shield kicks it out. But if we're in the middle, then we have those couple extra frames of possibly having the shield come back on. So I think closer to the center is going to be our best bet. Not that it really matters here. I'm looking more future planning, but we are going to want our melee people. So you guys get off. I don't want you. Melee people in the front, just to make sure if we do have any melee, normal situation here, I'm not worried about it. But this way, if we have melee people come in, like that, we have people that can deal with them. That should be alright. So let's, that's going down quite quick. Ooh. Why is that uneven? Because these aren't connected. Okay. So that's a bit of a problem. We could fix that by just reinstalling that right there. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, why'd the shield go down? Are we overheated? Yes. Okay, so this is where it's a problem. So that didn't really give us a whole lot. I know there is a lot of grenades and stuff there, and they are explosive, so they do more damage than normal stuff. But yeah, that definitely gives us an idea of how quickly this is not going to be benefiting us. So let's go ahead and quickly get them dealt with. Probably not a good idea for you to be running out there. Can you guys also get back here because our shield's flipping? Okay, that's one of them, not us. I thought for a second we had someone die. Okay, so yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I could see cooling still being a major issue. Luckily, it's one of those things where... Why is that fire not going out? It should. I'm pretty sure this also does suppression. That didn't leave us with a whole lot. Now, to be fair, like I said, they are all explosive people right at our ass, and they were going pretty hard. So, I think this might be all right. We'll try this with a proper rate. I think that might be all right. So all of you are free to go. Now, this is where it's tricky. We're going to want to uninstall these again. And then we want to uninstall that. And then we can't. You guys probably could use a home zone. Just get that fire put out. There's fire down there too. I know that's only a tiny one. It's probably not a problem, but we'll do that. We can get ships. Because we need 2 ships. So then we can get you to come in, and we'll have that. I don't know exactly where that went, but we'll do this just right here. Then we can come back here and get ourselves a stockpile set up and get all this processed, obviously. But yeah, overall, that definitely is not terrible. We are going to want to come and deconstruct all that. And just get all those doors deconstructed, take it the easy way. We don't need to go and explore them, just get rid of them. So then we want to get these batteries out of, in normal circumstances, we want to get all these batteries out of here as quickly as possible. That way we can get them back and charging. Now, is that something that's realistic, or does it really matter? Because it's still only about a day for a full charge. Of course, everyone decided that sleep was a good idea. Can we get you to strip all enemies? Thank you. Combined assault. So we've already looked at possibly doing one of these. That's, what, 2 cities? Yeah, combined assault down here. So we have 2 options if we do want to do that. But obviously right now we're a little bit on the busy side, making sure that we have a system that we can actually attack enemies at. Because right now, well, other than the shield strat, we don't have a whole lot of great strats. Just going to go smash stuff in your room, that's fine. Tantrum... Oh, yes, same thing. And then we don't need that. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's... Fuck. Why does it have to do that? Okay, what was that message? Area revealed. Probably should have expected that, honestly. And then these vents, we can get those deconstructed. We do want you guys to go free. We also want all of these over here. Go, our agriculture, we don't need that. We don't need that. So then all this stuff should be getting processed. We obviously don't need to do a whole lot here. So then all of our batteries are here. These won't deteriorate or anything, but obviously there is a fire risk. So what we can do is, and this is where it's a pain in the ass. We got to get people to pick these back up. Because if we don't pick them up and we just ship them to the other base, they'll go into storage and we got to find them. Yes. So... And that means we want you to pick that up, 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 pick as much of this up as possible. And Clark, we'll get you doing the rest. That's 70. I don't know when we would have taken damage from that. Maybe it's when it went down. Okay, so we'll see how much of this we get picked up here. And then we'll send those people, and then that way they could keep it on them and we could just drop it off there. See, it's so tedious. That's the thing. I want to be able to attack bases where we can get in, get out, or get in, murder, clean up, and get out, and then get into another base as quickly as possible. And this isn't really it. So then, I'm just trying to think of other good options. Other than just having a lot more people than the enemies, I don't think there's a really good one. Obviously, the anti-grain warhead thing, that's not a bad option. Because at least we get a shot. Whether it hits anything or not, it's better to shoot one and it hit nothing than to not shoot one and definitely hit nothing. So I'm not sure exactly how I want to go about these. Where? Oh, you guys are sleeping, so you gotta wake up for fuck's sake. And then are we idle here? We are. So, okay, so that's everything basically done. Taking longer to try to get these batteries picked up than it did for them to do everything else. So is that all of that? Yeah, I don't think I want to do this. It's just, you know, the tediousness, because now we got to load both of these up. And then they got to go back to base, and you guys have carry capacity, so I can go. And then this one we'll load up with all this. Now, this is where I do want to try out the... See, now we got an extra battery because I missed one. And I don't even see it. Why? Yeah, this isn't happening. Where? It's under a person. Well, that makes sense. Pick that up. And then go. I wonder if I loaded this up and then got them to pick up a ton of stuff, if we can actually be over capacity. Makes me think. Either way, you guys, you can come back to here. We'll just drop you off there. Big ship. We can get you loaded up. Yeah, it's extra levels of tedium I'm not a big fan of. Now, I do want to test how this other thing, the other mod that we have works. So we'll grab all of this. We'll grab everything but the chunks there. And then we'll grab all of these. And then they always forget a couple items, which is, you know, mildly irritating. And the question that I have is, if we then well, you know what? I don't want to update. I'll have to test it off camera because clicking through this is a pain in the ass. And I forgot to add the people into that. So we got to get another ship going. That's not a big deal. So we can get this coming in because that's obviously going to have to run the people. So that's got to come up into here. Zoom in. You can just go right there. It'll be fine. Okay, so we'll get that loaded up real quick, get this sent out, get all the people sent back, and then we can call it a day. Ah, beautiful. Oh, I did set them up. Apparently. I didn't think that I actually had them on that list. So... Go get this sent back. So then you can... I guess we'll have both come back to here. And then Pan, you need to finish eating? How about you don't worry about that? Okay, you're going to eat it anyway. And then we could also go find meals, none, because they're getting eaten. Why are you so slow at eating? And you're throwing up as food poisoning. Forbid that. Holy trade report. So we just sold a ton of stuff as I'm struggling to get Pam in. Thank you. So let's get out of here. That other ship is gone. Yes. So that was a trade report for about 17,500. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that or that. So we can get you guys launched, get back home. And then we'll figure out how we want to do proper bases. Now that we've seen our options, I think the shield is worth testing again. But I don't know if it's going to be something that long-term is going to be useful just because it's so tedious. Because now we got to get you guys to drop... Oh, we can get all that picked up. We got to get you to drop these, reset them up, and then pick them all back up before our next thing. Well, wait for them to charge first and then do it. So I don't know if I care that much. Because if we're making attacks take like 3 times as long just because we got to fuck around with building stuff, do I really care? Or should we just hire another 20 mercenaries and just go in 2 fronts, get them from the front, the back? Hell, we could even drop some melee people right in on them too and just, you know, be overpowered. I think that's going to be the best way for us to take over. Because the shield thing, it's... I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. And we can set up like 2 shields. That way we don't have the overheating problem that we had. But then we have 2 shields to manage. And yeah, it's not worth it. Let's say we don't use these shields for attacking bases. As much as I want to, I don't think that's our thing. I think the anti-grain and overwhelming firepower is just going to be how it goes. We got a few extra ranged weapons. We got some heavier weapons that will put more down range. I think we should be okay. So for now, that's going to be it for today. Next episode, we are going to attack a proper town. Or should we get weapons first? Now, we haven't, I didn't pay attention to the traders at all. And there's none that would currently benefit us. But we should pick up some more weapons. Particularly snipers. And a few shorter range ones too. Shotguns and SMGs, the charged ones would be nice. Because we don't have enough for everyone. And those are quite good. Especially mixed in with a sniper. That way you have full range coverage. But yeah, either way, that's going to be it for today. So next episode, we'll try attacking a base with our new weapon loadout and with the melee people. We'll see how that goes. If it goes all right, then, you know, get a few more people. It'll go a little bit more all right. But if it goes really poorly and people are dying all around, then we'll just figure something else out. But either way, that is going to be it for today. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. See ya.